it's Chantel with Wildberry Quilting, and I have a package today. This is from Newcraftday, and they have cross-stitch charts. So let's see what they sent over to me. They did send this to me free for review, and they also gave me a discount code to share with you guys so that if you guys are interested in anything, you are able to pick it up and you can use it on anything you want on the website, not just what I'm showing you guys here today. So first up, oh, and that discount code is WILD10. I'm going to put it down in the description box along with links to everything as well. All right, first up, this is a Joy Sunday, and the colors or the image, I'm not sure which one it was that captured my attention first, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to put you into the downward view so that we can go through this together and I can show you all the ins and outs. All right, so here it is. And this one was called Afterglow, although I don't see that marked on here. That is what it had it labeled as on the website. And this is a 14 count chart, kit, whatever you want to call it. And it's from Joy Sunday. Wow. Okay. That is absolutely stunning. Absolutely. I love that. Oh my gosh. So serene and idyllic. Okay. So let's take a look at the chart first. We've got how many colors? Oh my gosh. We have, that can't be right. We have 58 colors. Wow. Okay, so right there, that is incredible. Zoom you in. There are 58 colors in this pattern, this cross stitch chart. Oh my goodness. Everything so far is looking fantastic. We've got, it looks like we've got everything, you know, front and back on here, and then both sides on here. There is going to be some back stitching, although it looks fairly minimal, and everything is marked on the paper chart, which is good because after you stitch over it, you won't see any markings on the actual chart, on the actual canvas. We've got 4 colors for back stitch. All right, and again, this is 14 count, and it is 177 wide by 237 high, and I believe that's the number of, yeah, that's the stitch count, not the centimeters. The centimeters are 40 by 51 centimeters. Okay, now let's get into the chart. Oh my gosh, I just peeked these beautiful threads. Okay, first, let's take a look at the threads because they're right there on top. Oh my gosh, look at those colors. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. This is just going to be a beautiful, super vibrant chart. Of course, we've got a lot of floss here. 2 cards stapled together because we've got like how many colors? 57, 58, 58. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of colors. And they're all absolutely gorgeous. Look at this teal. Oh, that's beautiful. Love it. And this vibrant blue too. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm very excited about that. We've got our 2 needles, and let's take a look at the chart. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to zoom you out a little bit so you can see the full size of this chart here. There we go. I think you can see the full thing there. This is absolutely gorgeous. It looks like it's all printed very well. I don't see anywhere where there is overlapping of squares. Yep, everything looks to be in its proper space, which is fantastic. That's what we want to see. And we've got large blocks of stitching, so this should be nice, easy stitching. There is not much of any confetti here. Maybe just right here in this spot, but even that I wouldn't really consider confetti. Like, this area is the most color changing, and you should have no problem just, jumping from space to space in here without having large areas that you're crossing with thread. Yeah, this should be a nice, easy stitch for a very beautiful result. Wow. Okay. Let's measure size of our chart. We've got 17 inches, it looks like, almost exactly would be the image size for height. And for width, we have about 13.5 inches. Wow. Everything looks very clearly printed too. Let's take a look at each of these symbols and see if anything looks like it'll be confusing one to the other. Although I'll say, with how much block spacing there is here, block stitching, I don't think you'll have much trouble with getting confused. But let's just take a look and see if anything looks like it might be an issue. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see too. So far, so good. I'm not seeing any problems yet. Maybe these might be close. And it looks like we have more colors down here at the bottom. We'll have to factor in those as well. Now, I don't think these are going to be close at all because you can see them over here. These are very different colors. That's not going to be any issue. And all right, all of these look good. I don't see anything there that would be confusing. Make sure that, so looking at this, I think maybe your most confusing possible areas would be this yellow and this yellow. But they do look quite different. So let's see if we can find them on the chart and compare them there. We've got this yellow. Oh, okay. And we've got this yellow here. So to me, I think those are different enough that it won't be an issue. But as always, you take a look and be the judge for yourself. I don't see that being an issue for me though. Maybe if you have difficulty with differentiating colors though, then that could be. There's also this kind of a berry color, and we've got an orange circle down here. So let's see if we can find those on there. This is our berry circle, and we're looking for orange. Oh, up here. Okay, so we've got we've got the orange and we've got the berry. Those don't look, oh, those actually triangles. Oh, circles. Okay, so I do see one thing that would be an issue, that might be something you have to keep an eye on. These two colors are not an issue. I think they're distant enough in color that it won't be a problem. However, these little triangles could be easily mistaken for the circles. I think that, you know, you can certainly make it out, but you're going to need to keep an eye on it. And let's see if there's any others that are similar to this. I think all of these through here are the triangles, so I don't think that's a problem. And you do have the little plus signs that are in that same color. So it can be a little bit difficult here to tell if these are supposed to be, you know, circles or pluses between these, you know, in this area. I would say that's a little bit rough. However, in an area like this where you might be struggling, you can always pull out your paper chart and reference that. And that should get you through it. Just look for a landmark area like the house here to figure out exactly where all of this area is. So as long as you keep your paper chart, I think you will be just fine. That looks like it is the main concern would be those berry colored areas. Just make sure you have that chart on hand for those. Overall, I think it's pretty good though. I'm excited about that. I think that's absolutely beautiful. And our only specialty stitches, I believe, are our back stitching. The edges, as always, are all serged on all four sides. And let's move on to the other chart, see what we got. I'm gonna move all these beautiful, gorgeous flosses right across the screen so that you get to see them and drool over them again because they are stunning. Oops. I just covered up the other package. So this is the other one that I got. Let me zoom you out a little. This is a very adorable bicycle, and I don't remember what the name of this one is, but it says Romantic Bike Summer right there. So that would be the name. Okay, and this is also Joy Sunday, and it is also 14 count. And I thought this would make a fantastic car project to just keep in the car and work on whenever I have some free time and I'm waiting on somebody. It is, I believe I already said 15 count, or not 15 count, 14 count. And we've got our chart. This is actually on a glossy paper, which is interesting. And we do have back stitching on this. The one thing that I will say before we go any further is that I don't know what they were thinking with the back stitching on the spokes of this bicycle, but I don't think it would be any trouble at all to just do straight back stitching there. And that's certainly what I plan to do. I'm not sure why they didn't, but I have seen this one made up before, and the person who made it up, of course, did straight back stitching on the spokes of the tires, and it came out just beautiful. We have 18 colors and one color for back stitching. So I think that's a great number of colors for such a small chart. Let's move our chart out of the way and we'll take a look at our floss. Oh, those colors are beautiful. I could say that every time I pick up one of these because I swear, I think they do such a wonderful job with kitting up the flosses for them. They are so pretty. And look at those oranges together. Aren't they lovely? Very pretty. Okay, I think this will be plenty enough thread too. We've got 2 cross stitch needles. So let's move this off to the side and take a look at our chart. Oh yes, this looks like the perfect size to work on in the car. So it's just this really lovely little pink bike, and let's take a look at how clearly all of our spaces are printed. I do see a little, here, let me zoom you in a little bit, or all the way. There's a tiny bit of overlapping here, but it's really not bad. And you can still clearly tell which spaces you're going to be stitching which color. It's just these pinks and yellows and that orange they just kind of overlapped a tiny bit, but I really don't think that's going to be any issue here, especially with how small this chart is. We've got, let's take a look at each of our symbols. All of our symbols look nice and easy to distinguish, which is what I would expect for only having 18 colors. I would not expect them to recycle very many of the symbols. All right, this looks fantastic. Now this is 14 count. I can't remember if I said that. I probably have said it 3 times now, but just to be sure. And let me measure. We've got the actual image itself is 8 inches wide by 7.5 inches tall. That is very nicely printed, other than the tiny bit of overlap. But again, I don't think that will be any issue whatsoever. It is serged on all 4 edges as always, and the only confetti stitching that you would have would be here in this little basket area, and everything is touching like colors, it looks like, so it shouldn't be too bad. And the only back stitching, it looks like, is the bicycle tires and the antennas of these butterflies. So again, not very bad. If you do not enjoy back stitching, I don't think this would be overwhelming for you. All right. I think that about does it. All right, guys. So those are the kits that we got. I think they are beautiful. I can't wait to get started on them. I'm definitely going to be starting first with this bicycle because that is going to go straight into my stitching bag for the car. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, remember to hit like and subscribe. I appreciate it greatly. Make sure that you check out New Craft Day, and don't forget that there is a discount code down below. I don't receive any kind of anything for that. It's just to help you, but use whatever discounts you can use. Help yourself out. And I think you can use those in conjunction with whatever specials that they're running on the site. So take advantage of it all. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye.